Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. Mindful eating and body care tips. That's what I want to talk about today. Being a successful individual is not only the care of the mind, ensuring that we have the right mental programming, it's also taking care of the body so the body has all the nutrition and nutrients necessary to be able to achieve optimal health for our given circumstance. And I've been all across the board with this. When I was 16 years old, as you know, I had my car accident and a massive stroke and a lot of cardiovascular surgeries. But beyond that, those doctors told me that I wouldn't ever live past the age of 30. And that I should prepare for that. And all these people thought they were doing goodwill things by preparing me for this short life that I was going to approach. I'm 47 years old right now. I just want to point that out as well. And I'm no longer in the wheelchair. I can walk now. So those doctors were right one out of three times, okay? They were right that I did have a stroke, and they were right that I was paralyzed and in a wheelchair. They were wrong about whether I could get up out of that wheelchair or how long I was going to live. But they put something into my mind. They put a fear. I was only going to live to be the age of 30. So I lived my life like I couldn't fail. I'm like, I have all these things I want to do. I got to get them done. I got to do them now, and it's going to be now or never. But I was always very cognizant after that circumstance and those words that were stated to me of my nutritional approach. Because I felt that if I ate healthy and took care of myself, maybe, just maybe, I could live longer. I could live a normal life. I could be a normal man. I could be a father and a husband. Because I always wanted to be a dad. People used to always tell me when I was young that I was so good with kids. And I love children, and I wanted to be a father, and I grew up without one, which made me even want to be a father more. My dad died when I was in the age of 10, so, I just wanted to be a dad. And there were all these things that were so important to me that I wanted to accomplish, but I thought I could mitigate my physical and my health circumstances with nutrition. And you know what? And maybe I did. I would nourish with awareness. We can pay attention to the quality and the composition of our meals. The quality of the ingredients that are on the plate are completely up to us. Now, I've shopped at the food bank when I first got out of school. I was broke as a joke, and I had no money. I was on disability and SSI. I couldn't afford to pay attention. I don't know, whoever thinks they can live on disability and SSI, those people are crazy. It was a hard circumstance. So, I would always go out and do my shopping wherever it might be with nutrient-rich foods in mind. And the other thing that I would do is I would just make sure that my choices were balanced. That I would get a well-rounded diet that included a variety of fruits and vegetables. Always wanted some lean protein. I grew up in Nebraska, a lot of beef there. Whole grains and healthy fats. But, omega-3s were really important to me too. But one thing is diversity. Making sure that I had a lot of diversity on the plate. Making sure that I was giving my body everything it needed to be as healthy as it could possibly be. So, as I was focusing on food, the next thing I had to focus on was portion control. Because obviously I'm focused on food, I'm doing, we're cooking, I'm doing a lot of eating, and what happens? I put on some weight. Not only a little bit of weight, but I started to get a little heavy. Maybe I got a lot heavy. And so, portion control. I had to learn that every day is not Thanksgiving. That it's okay to sit down, listen to my body, and when my body says it's satisfied, not necessarily full, but satisfied, that was a cue for me to step away. I had been taught by my parents growing up, clean your plate. You eat what's on that plate, or you can go to your room for the rest of the night. Do you remember that as a child? Yeah, I do too. So we were brainwashed to clean our plate. Now, as adults, we have that programming in our mind, so what are we doing? They put a 40-ounce steak on the plate with a baked potato and all the fixings, and what do? We feel guilty if we don't eat it all, so we sit there, stuff ourselves, eat it all, then we get overweight, and society blames us. That's not what's going on. There is programming in this mind that needs to be changed, and portion control is part of it. You can change the programming here. You can brainwash yourself to better understand the cues your body is giving you so that you step away from the table. Maybe you ate half of the food. Maybe you ate a quarter of the food. You paid for it. It's your food. You can do what you want with it. Nobody said you had to eat it all. That's not the thing. You know, another thing that's really important to me, every time you see me, you'll see me with the Colorado water bottle. And it's the thermos bottle. Everybody knows what those look like. And, so that Colorado thermos bottle, I carry that thing around with me everywhere. And here it is, right here. You've probably seen these before. I am not in cahoots with this company, but I tell you what, in Colorado, you'll find it pretty hard to see somebody walking down the street doesn't have one of these, probably with water or their favorite drink in it. And the reason for that is water, you're made up mostly of water. So you need to do the oil change regularly. You need to drink as much water as you can within reason. I recommend up to 3 liters a day, at a minimum 3 liters a day. Just try it for the next 7 days. Drink 3 liters of water every day for the next 7 days. Come back to me and tell me you don't feel better. You're not sleeping better, you don't feel better, you don't have more energy. I'm telling you what, it'll probably keep you from eating as much as well too. It'll help you with your portion control, staying hydrated with the appropriate amount of water throughout the day. It supports our body. It plays a crucial role in maintaining our overall health. So try it. Drink more water. See what happens. Don't overdrink water. Now you can drink too much water, I'm told by doctors, and that you can drink too much water and it can cause health issues if you drink too much. But pretty much everybody can just drink 3 liters of water a day. It'll change your life. It'll make you feel better with more energy. And I just love it. So I'm all about the water. I really like to drink water. And one thing is just staying in tune with your body and its signals. Your body will tell you when it's hungry. Your body will tell you when it's full. We don't have to just eat because we're bored. We can step away from that. Do an activity instead. If you go for that bag of chips and a show, maybe instead go for a walk first. Go for a 15 or 20 minute walk. I guarantee you by the end of that walk, you probably won't be thinking about chips anymore, and you'll probably feel better, be more rested, and you'll be calmer. It'll help you with your stress. I always talk about that, taking a walk, but hey, I'm a guy that spent a long time in a wheelchair, paralyzed, couldn't walk at all. So now that I can, I do. I don't take that for granted. Walking does a lot for you. But make sure that you're eating a balanced diet. You're paying attention to your body's cues. You're looking at the quality of the food you're putting into your body. I had a chef tell me one time, Doug, if it's made in a plant, don't eat it. If it's made by a plant, eat it. And that made perfect sense to me. So the next time you go into a grocery store and you're walking down the aisle, before you put it in the cart, ask yourself, was this made in a plant? And then look at the ingredients. Do you know what silicone C blue number 53 5000? Do you even know what that is? You don't want to put that into your body. Remind yourself that your kids and those you love and those you cook for on a daily basis, they're all depending on you to make good decisions so that you can provide them with appropriate nutrition to help their bodies to be successful as you're helping them with their minds to be successful as well. Okay? And remember this one thing, friends. Practicing mindful eating is a powerful way for us to honor and care for our bodies. It nurtures our well-being and supports our journey towards optimal health. And having a healthy body helps to support a healthy mind. I care about you, I believe in you, and I know you can do it. And you know what? I'm here for you, and I'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk about some more great things about how we can be better, look better, feel better. It's going to be fantastic, and I can't wait. Don't forget, I care about you, I believe in you, and I know you can do it. I'll see you tomorrow.